Good morning, noon, or night. My name is Jet, and welcome to my channel, JITV, Jet in the Valley. So, I think we're at a point in time where we really need to reevaluate, what quality versus quantity is, okay? There's always a balance of quality versus quantity, okay? So you would be willing to sacrifice a certain amount of quality to include a larger quantity. Let's talk about people, okay? So let's use the number of 100. So there are 100 people, and they're all born here, and they are all alive. So naturally, let's say 10 people are going to get some type of disease as a child and they're going to die, okay? And then there's going to be 90 people. And then in what we assume it's going to trickle off until everybody's gone. So say there is a medicine that you can give to everybody, all 100 people, and it's going to take it down to where only 7 people die from the childhood diseases as opposed to 10, okay? So that's an improvement, right? But now let's say that so-called medication is now making 20 people sick for longer periods in their life. So what we've done is you've saved 3 people, but now you have debilitated 20 other people to save those 3 people. So that's what I mean when I'm discussing quality and quantity, okay? And nobody likes any of that. Now, especially people who are solely materialists are going to be the ones that have the harder problem with this. The people who think this is all there is and this is all that there ever could be, and when you die you're gone and it's done. Even though those people will subscribe to science that has clearly shown that energy can't be created or destroyed. So if energy can't be created or destroyed, and that's us, and that's what we are made out of, that is what is animating your body. So what's that say about the past, present, and the past and our current situation? So it's not worth debilitating people permanently for the remainder of their lives. I mean, wouldn't you say, here's the thing about, this is the thing about our pets, what we can do for our pets, okay? Your pet becomes ill and there's no treatment available. You can take your pet and you can get it put down so it doesn't have to suffer. Some people, they don't believe that we're something other than an animal, and that's due to the natural state of our mind and our body in this era of time. We don't do that with humans. We don't do that with people. We don't go get people put down. And all of these things that are happening, and all of the pain and all of the suffering and all of the grasping for straws because you don't want to die and you don't want other people to die, there's 2 different kinds of people. There's people who are just scared to die, okay? They're just scared because they're scared of the unknown, and they don't understand, okay? Those people are just scared, and that's being used to control them. Those people who are scared of death, they are in bondage to fear. They are in bondage their whole life to fear because they've not come to the understanding and the knowledge of love. They don't understand love. And there's another group of people that don't want to die, obviously, but they're like, they are actively fighting to come up with solutions to, in their minds, so they don't have, that they're looking for eternal life. But they want eternal life and everlasting life without love. So they want to cut out love, get rid of love, okay? And they just want a purely animalistic, selfish, everlasting, no free will type of scenario of that. That would be what they would call eternal life. All of that stuff is fear-based. The one group of people are fear because they're ignorant and they just don't understand. The other group of people, it's fear because they understand what love is, and they understand very clearly that they are actively using their free will to go against love. They're choosing to pick the side that's opposing love on purpose. A bunch of the other people that are in fear and they're in bondage to the fear, they're not using necessarily their free will to choose to go against love. They just don't know. They haven't had understanding yet. They don't understand, and they're just in their natural mind and body, and they're afraid of death. So I take it all back to the fact that energy can't be created or destroyed. So what are we? So that second group of people, the ones that want eternal life and they want to be everlasting and they want to live forever, but they want to do it without love, they know that they are weaker and lesser than love. And they know deep down what their outcome is going to be. Okay, because we are at a time when it's time to choose sides. You're gonna choose love, okay, or you're gonna not choose love and you're gonna go against love. And there's the separation is very clearly taking place if you can see it. It's not like race and countries and all of these things. What the separation is there are people, it's people who are choosing love and people who are not choosing love and going against love. And those people that are not choosing love and going against love are the ones who think that they can create some eternal life through technology and different systems that they think that they can do that, and that they can lord over everything, and they can create and they can make all the different things that they want to be because they want to be the creator. So all of our technology, I've previously stated this, all of our technology, I wouldn't say it's an invention necessarily, because what we have done is we have copycatted what already exists in nature. We have copycatted it. Okay, wireless technology, okay, wireless communication already existed in nature. That's how things communicate, wirelessly, okay? So what people have done is to copy that idea, that technology, that idea, which is awesome and unbelievable and in all of these things. So they've created so they can use it for what they want to use it for. Okay. There's always a good side to something and there's a bad side to something, right? So the good side would be so everybody could keep in touch with all their family and all their loved ones and everything like that. And the bad side would be they're going to use it. This is always the bad side. This is always the bad side to every piece of technology. They're going to use it to try and take your free will from you. They're going to use it to try and put you in some bondage and try and control you and try and take advantage of you and take your free will from you. Because the people that are on this side, they hate love. They're going against love. They're actively choosing with their own free will to go against love because they are in a great deception. They do not understand. There are some people, they understand and they know they're going to lose, but they keep fighting anyway, okay? But there's a ton of people that are just mixed in and they got, they're being taken advantage of for one thing or another. And you know, like that people can find your weak spot and know what you're vulnerable to, and then they'll hit that. And do you think some people aren't being bullied and aren't being extorted and aren't being held against their will to do different things, this, that, and the other? Why would you believe that that's not happening? That is happening. It's always happening. It's always happening. And that's why people that do all that and this, that, and the other, we need to stay away from them. We need to stay away from the people who want to actively go against love, and they're choosing their free will to go against love. Us are the souled individuals, the people who love love and are of love and come from love, even if we're obviously not perfect. We're not perfect. We don't have to be perfect. You just have to choose love. You just have to see the choice. Okay, do you want greed, selfishness? Do you want to be lustful and have a more monster where nothing is ever enough and you want more and more and more? Like, do you want to be on that team, or do you want to be on team love, where you have joy, peace, contentment, kindness, self-control, peace, patience, love, all of those things? So we're going through life, and we are not, no one has warned us that these are the two options, that this is what life is. The purpose of this life is to give you an option to choose. Do you want love? You want to recognize that, hey, there's lots of bad things, and you know what? We've probably been doing them in our mind and our body. They want to do all this stuff, and it's not good for love. Once you realize that what your mind and your natural mind and your body want, they want to go against love. Okay? There's a reason for that, and how that happened. We are in a less than perfect state. Our mind and our body are against love. So when you realize that and you recognize that and you see that that's causing you all your problems, you have to actively choose to stop going against love. And if you just have to acknowledge that those are the two choices. I think I said it in a vanilla and chocolate parable, I think is what I called it, where it's like there's vanilla ice cream and chocolate ice cream. There's the swirly ice cream that's got both in it, but that is not the end all be all. That is the current state of reality. That's what people talk about, the yin yang with the black and the white and this, that, and the other. That is not going to last. It's going to be separated, because dark cannot mix with light. You turn a light switch on, right, and the dark goes away. They cannot mix together. You don't look at it as some like spiritual thing. When you go and you turn on a light switch, the darkness goes away. It can't be there. They cannot mix. So that is what this reality is. It's for you to choose. Do you want to choose love and be part of that system, or do you not want to choose love and not be part of that system? Because loves freedom. Okay, love is freedom. So you have free will. So you have to use your free will to choose love or not choose love. And people are really pissed off that they have free will. Like, why isn't all of this stuff taken care of? Like, why is there all this bad? And why is there all this stuff? Blah, 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 blah. Well, did you want free will? Did you want to choose? Or did you want to be some type of like robot slave in bondage? Okay? If there's only one option, that's not free will. It was the only option. Okay? So if you have two options, so you got good, which is love, and bad, which is against love, which is basically pride, okay? You have love and not love, and prideful and lustful and greedy and all of the things that go against love that keep you separate from love. These things keep you separate from love. You can't be in love if you are being in all of these things. So why we're supposed to be thankful and grateful and all of these things is because whenever you're thankful and grateful, it keeps you out of being envious and out of being greedy and out of being selfish, because you can't be thankful and in love at the same time you're being greedy and not in love. So do you see what I'm saying? It's like, this is not some holier than thou situation. This is like practical, the rules of reality stuff I'm talking about. So if you're thankful, you can't be greedy. You can't be both at the same time. So if you just recognize that and you practice and you understand that this one feels so much better and the stress is gone and this is freedom, okay? All the other stuff, love is freedom. The stress is gone, the love is there. You can handle anything when you're in love. When you're in this other, so your natural state, okay, it's stressful and it's a dog eat dog, and it's never going to stop being survival of the fittest and dog eats dog, okay? So that's why we have to choose love. And love is there, and we all know it, and we all can recognize it, and we all can see it. And so what we have to stop doing is ignoring that. Stop ignoring that and going against that. That is there to keep you safe, and not to just like keep you a little bit safe. That love is there, and that love is written on our hearts. It's within us to keep us eternally safe, everlastingly safe, okay? If you know what love is, you understand love, you can receive love and give love, transmit and receive love, you are a souled individual, meaning you have the animating life force capacity to understand love, and you were already chosen. You're already picked. You're already on the winning team, okay? It's your job and your responsibility and your freedom to recognize that what I'm saying is truth, and what I'm saying is what you have to do is to use your free will to choose love, okay? And when it really comes down to it, if you know love, you understand love, you comprehend love, you transmit love, if you know love, you're going to choose love. It's just how bad of and how scary of a circumstance is it going to be for you to make that decision, because there's going to be a series of events that is going to be so unbelievable and so terrifying and so scary that it's going to force you to choose. It's going to force you to choose love and self-control, peace, patience, kindness, eternity, everlasting love, or you're going to choose fear and pride and envy and jealousy and the more monster and all of those things. And so here's really what it comes down to, the two options, right? You can have real everlasting freedom, eternity, love, real everlasting freedom, eternity, everlastingness, or you can have a fake, counterfeited, simulated eternity, everlastingness that ends in an actual death and no moreness, okay? So this one is always copycatting and always trying to be like this one, and it's always trying to lie, cheat, steal, manipulate, and get people to choose this one, okay? When all it is a crappy counterfeit knockoff of the one true everything of love. If it's not love, then it's against love and opposite of love and not for love. And if it's not love, okay, you don't want it. If you understand love and you're a souled individual, you have that capacity to understand love. If it's not of love, anything, any choice, any person, any this, any that, if it's not of love, okay, then it's not what you want and it's not what you need. And the last thing you realize you need is what you already got. It's a Lucas song, brand new. If you think you need love and it's in you. You have love. You have the capacity. You have to open up your heart and accept that all we really need is love. What we really are, and that's what's in there, and return to that, like when you were little, when lots of people were little kids and you had that and you felt that and you knew it was in there. So someone's come up to my car, and with that, much love and many thanks, and I love you all. Thank you.